Hello, and welcome back to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree, and this video is a reading for the energy of Pisces. So I had some clay die that I made, and it had all of the zodiacal symbols on it, and I would roll one of the dice, and we would have our sign for the day, or the sign for the reading rather, and I cannot find the dice. The set of the die, I cannot find them. So we're just going to do Pisces. That was the first sign that popped into my mind, and so we are going to go from there. I did do a new moon reading, and I hope that resonated for you guys. Excuse me. And it was, this new moon was really relaxing, and it really was a centering energy that I felt. So hopefully you felt the same way. Hopefully some of the tips that I shared helped in some kind of way, and if not, hopefully it gave you an idea of something to do, something to start incorporating in your own practice. So I would like to say that after this series of readings, I'm going to try and do all of the readings in one single video, and then of course I'll timestamp it so you can find your sign that you want to hear the reading for, instead of me doing all these individual ones. I'm just going to try it out and see how it works, and that's it. That's all I have as far as, I guess, announcements, if that's what we want to call them. So this series, I've been using Tarot of the Abyss by Anatorian. This is the Baroque Tarot by Lamucci, and this is an oracle deck called the Lantern Oracle by Angelina Mirabito. And the last reading, I think we drew a card first. We did. So let's try that. Let's do that again. I kind of like that. All right, we are upside down here. Okay. Oh, I think, did I get mixed? I thought I saw one with the words on top. All right. Did not get mixed. I have to be very careful. I don't read oracle cards generally in reverse, so I try to keep them, all in the upright position. I do read tarot in reverse. Most decks I do, by the way. Some decks I don't read in reverse. Maybe a couple. I don't know why. It doesn't feel like a deck that needs to be read in reverse. All right. And I don't have a flip through of this deck, and I think I need to do one. Okay, let's see what's going on with you, Pisces. So we have trusting tricksters. The trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so let me get the book out of this box. And this box is beautiful. Look at that. I mean, that's actually one of the cards. But it's a nice sturdy box. Okay, so card number 6. Tricksters will typically gain your trust gently and then incrementally disrespect your boundaries. Your kindness will be taken advantage of for as long as you allow it to be or have it to give. Tricksters excel at detecting any sense of lack or inadequacy that we believe about ourselves. This includes unworthiness, loneliness, and being deficient in some kind of way. Tricksters' false promises to fulfill, protect, and love us in our inadequacies are designed to ensnare us within their influence. Once we enter into the kingdom of their lies, we remain entranced within the glamorous delusion while they sustain themselves upon our vital life force. This is represented by the maiden, who is so smitten with the flower scent that she has become insensible to the stem, entwining her to the fox. Wow, let's bring that up closer. That is a really pretty flower. And you see how the stem is just bringing her closer to the fox? No, it's not really focusing. Let's see if we can get it there. There, we got it. Thankfully, the trickster's ability to fool us is independent upon the power that we give it to do so. All it takes to initiate freeing ourselves is for us to see and acknowledge the trickster's trance for what it is and its empty promises for what they are. Awareness and clarity of what is true hold the key to weakening a trickster's power over us significantly. From this moment onward, the process of completely unhooking ourselves from the emotional manipulation, mental entrapment, and toxic power dynamic and situation is a choice we must continually make and consolidate with appropriate action. It may be time for you or someone you love to take a step back and consider whether there is some sort of unspoken contract between you and a toxic external force, person, place, object, or situation. If this is so for you, identify how it disrupts or restricts your life and devise a step-by-step plan for how you can safely extract yourself from the trickster to reclaim your power. You may need to confide in trustworthy friends or family to seek an appropriate professional for clarity, advice, and support. There is no need to suffer in silence or remain in any toxic dynamic that thwarts your sense of self-sovereignty, drains your energy, or compromises the incredibly precious, worthy, resourceful, and significant being that you are. Should this apply to a loved one, a time where you are called upon for support might be at hand. Maiden's message: recognize what is going on contrary to what you were groomed to believe is taking place. Nurture yourself with trust, courage, and passion that you gave the trickster. As you recover from the betrayal, loss, and damage of experiencing the trickster, your life will resume, and once you are ready, thrive at rocket speed. So once you become disentangled from the trickster, you will be free and you'll be able to fly and grow as you are meant to. And it's not to be taken as if you were stupid or an idiot or any kind of self-berating situation that we may want to put ourselves in when we've been tricked. It just so happens that tricksters prey on people who may not be completely aware of what their tricks are. And for someone who's inexperienced, someone who is very trusting, someone who is just young, and just someone who just sees the world as a place full of love, which it can be, but it can also be full of entities that wish to do harm and wish to gain by taking from others. And so it's not, when you find yourself ensnared in a trickster's grip, it's not so much you that should be looked down upon, it's the trickster. You should learn from the situation and put things in place so that you can be more aware when something like this happens. But as far as you being dumb or stupid, that's not where we're going here. It's important for you to realize that you probably have a loving and giving heart, and it would be unfair to others for you to lock that heart away just because of a few bad actors. So at this time, it's important to be aware that there are entities out there who do want to trick, who do want to take advantage, and it's your job, your responsibility to be able to recognize the signs, and that's going to come with experience. That's going to come with you going through a situation like this, and then even if you've gone through this situation, there's going to be tricksters who are extremely slippery and who are going to be able to get through those protections that you have put in place. So all of this is just to say that it's important to know that it's not you who is at fault. It's, it's really this trickster who, this bad actor who has decided to take advantage of your kindness, of your trust, of your just willingness to give yourself to someone who just wants to take and take and take. If we were all just like that, just kind and generous with one another, and there were no tricksters, I mean, just think how wonderful this world would be. We wouldn't have to worry about being taken advantage of. Everybody would just be fulfilled, because anytime there was a need, it would be filled, and it wouldn't be that someone would just take advantage of you or take advantage of the situation. It would be because they genuinely needed it, and we would be free to give it, and we wouldn't have to be so cautious, and being cautious kind of wastes time, to be honest with you, because you've got to figure out, is this person trustworthy? Are they doing this for the right things? So but I digressed. So we are here trusting tricksters, and as that can relate to Pisces. Pisces are very intuitive, but sometimes your defenses can get knocked down a bit or penetrated. I have an odd angle here on my camera. As simple as I'm making this, I'm still coming across difficulties. It's pretty funny, but it takes me less time to get through the difficulties because I have less to work with, right? Okay, so we are going to use the Baroque Tarot to get our three main energies for you, Pisces. And let's get us going here. Oh, today is Monday, and it is a definite Monday, even though I don't have a regular 9 to 5, where Mondays were always the worst. It's still like, time to getting back in the swing of the week, and knowing that it's a different type of feeling, but at the same time, I don't necessarily have the release of the weekend, because all of my days kind of flow with one another. But still, a Monday still has that underlying, oh my God, it's a Monday feeling. And I suppose it comes from the restful Sundays, and then Monday is like, okay, time to get back into the groove. All right. 6 of Wands, fire. 5 of Cups, water. And Justice in reverse. Okay, so 6 of Wands is like sort of like a celebration, a homecoming. So it feels like there is maybe even a false sense of celebration, because we have the 5 of Cups and justice in reverse. It feels like there is a situation where there might be some kind of facade, an act being portrayed, an act being put on. Okay, so we're going to use Tarot of the Abyss, Pisces, to further dive into this message. But something is not quite as it seems, or it seems like there is something going on, the wrong type of reasons. Quick hydration break there. Six of Wands, Knight of Wands in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. And then we've got Temperance, Seven of Swords upright, Nine of Cups in reverse, King of Cups upright, Queen of Pentacles, might be going, no, I'm not, Two of Pentacles and Knight of Swords. Where am I going to put this? Okay, so let's slide this up a bit. All right, you can see my trusty microphone here in the corner. I couldn't get it out of the shot for some reason. Okay, frame. Couldn't get it out of the frame. So with our Temperance card here, this card is calling for a seeking of balance. Justice can also be a feeling of balance. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles over here. So there is a definite situation in which there is an imbalance, but we're needing to come to a place of balance. Queen of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like I said, that there was there's a false sense of celebration. There's a false sense of completion. And I think that might have to do with this. Perhaps there is a situation in that you are being manipulated, came to my mind here. And I'm thinking, because we've got the Seven of Swords here, which is a very sneaky card. Underneath the Five of Cups, I feel like there is a play on some feelings or some emotions that you haven't quite come to terms with, that you're not ready to face or work with, or something that makes you upset. There is a play going on with that. And I think it has the glamour that it is what it is, but underlying and deep rooted, it's not really what you think it is. There's a call for more of a balanced energy. There's a call for more of I would say an understanding of your emotions. There's a call for you really to put yourself into action with our Knight of Swords over here, for you to understand your feelings and begin to work with them, begin to recognize them for what they are, and then to actually take some sort of initiative to not only work through them, but to understand what those emotions are and why you are in the situation that you are in. And I do feel that there possibly is some trickster energy, especially with our Seven of Swords here. We do have this Nine of Cups, which is like the fulfillment card. You kind of have all that you want. You're content. You're happy. You've got all your flowers. With it being in reverse, I'm going with this false sense of fulfillment, this false sense of of celebration. You're not exactly where you want to be. This thing that's happening, this thing that's going on behind the scenes, it really isn't what it appears to be. So with Justice in reverse, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which I like, and the Two of Pentacles. Also coupled with the Knight of Swords. I read these all of these energies intertwining here, but I really do like these cards underneath this Justice, because I get the feeling that you are not completely ensnared in this trickster's what would that be, act. I think you kind of know, or you have that instinctual sort of nudge. There's a little light that's kind of flickering, but I think you have a lot of trust, and you have a lot of invested in this situation here. And this cute little fox, he really has you by that pinky toe. And he's cute. He's furry. He's got a good looking tail, really pretty, soft fur, but I think your instincts are correct in knowing that something's not quite what it seems, knowing that something's just off a little bit, right? And it is off, and I do see that you are kind of working behind the scenes. You're kind of working beneath yourself, and you're starting to understand and actually see what it is. You've been there for a bit. You've been in this trap for a little bit, but you're waking up, which is a good thing. And that's what I get from here with our Queen of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. And then with this Knight of Swords, this is where I see you taking action. This is where I see you taking action and understanding your feelings and really trusting yourself, going with your intuition, and bringing that equilibrium back into the situation, into your life, instead of being led, instead of being allowed to think that there is this good thing you have going on, this very celebratory, like, yes, this is it, this is what you want, this is where you want to be. But in reality, I don't really feel that is where you need to be. I think you're put there because someone needs you to be there. And then by you being there, that person is able to get what they need out of the situation. And you are basically being sucked dry. Yeah, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope this reading has helped. If you know anybody who can benefit from this reading, please share the video. And remember, we have all zodiac signs in our makeup because of the house system, and we were all born underneath all of these stars. And if you don't have a planet or an aspect luminary in any of these signs, you definitely have a house in one of these signs, and that's how we are all that's how we can relate to any one of these signs, and we can call upon any of these energies of the signs when we need them. It's kind of like a muscle, the more you use it, the stronger the muscle becomes. So, and just think, if you threw in a little bit of supplements, maybe some protein or some creatine, you can be even stronger, and that would be magic, meditation, stuff like that. And that will help you to see that you can call upon the energy of the Sagittarius. You can call upon the Eupheucan energy. You can use any of the energies in the zodiacal wheel as you see fit. Okay, Pisces, that is my reading for you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you'd like to book a reading for yourself a more in-depth reading, we can certainly do that as well. Just use the Buy Me a Coffee link. And if you'd like to reciprocate the energy today, you know, give me a thanks, you can, of course, buy me a tea with the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description as well. All right, guys, I will see you next video, and take care.